It says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, they've never seen anything like it. Hey, it's Jason with Denwerks. Got something pretty cool today. It's a 1978 Datsun 620 KINGCAB. You can see the extended cab on it. It is actually a really cool truck. Total survivor. I actually got it out of California from a really nice lady named Judy, who bought it actually in 1979 from the original owner. The original owner lived in Arizona at the time and ended up moving to California shortly after, and ended up having to sell it just for, you know, just some different changes and stuff. So he didn't get to have it very long, but it's just a very, very original truck overall. You'll see a picture in the auction of actually when I got it. Had a canopy on it. It had Mojock wheels, and it also had a bumper on it. And I did some interior change, which I think you guys will like. You know, it's just a nice truck. Bought at ABC Datsun in Phoenix, Arizona, and then in 1979 actually, and then shortly after that moved to San Francisco area, where then it was sold about 7 or 8 months later, and she's had it ever since. It's got 169,000 miles. I'm going to show you a book of every receipt that she's ever done to the truck, all the maintenance, and then also a oil log all the way from 79 all the way to 2019. I've been showing her pictures of it as we've been transforming it as well, so she's pretty excited about it. She's going to actually watch the auction. I do own it, but she was just really excited about the one that we sold similar on Bring a Trailer, because she found us on YouTube actually with that truck, and she thought this would just be perfect, you know, for me to transform back, especially like, you know, because I like to preserve things. So anyways, we'll just start here to the front to the back. I'll talk about it some more as we go. I was going to show you the lights. You can actually find us on Instagram. Type in Denwerks. It's DENWERKS. And you can also go to our website, denwerks.com, and Facebook as well. So this is I think it's our 160th car on Bring a Trailer that's going to be listed. So a lot of cars. So we've been having a lot of fun. So here you can see the headlights are working. You can see the marker lights down in the bottom. You can see the marker lights on the side are working. She took really nice care of this truck. You can turn the bright lights on, and you can also see the blinkers are going to work. You know, everything is working on the truck. This license plate is the original one from California. It does have a pair, but that license plate is going back to Judy. So we are going to be mailing it back to her. And actually, she's trying to come up and visit right after the auction, so hopefully it doesn't ship off too soon, because she wants to see it really bad after the 15th of June this month. So, or, you know, coming in this next month. So hopefully she'll be able to reunite with it before it ships off, and take some photos of her with it the way it is now. I have some photos of it when the canopy and stuff was on it. But anyways, that license plate is going to her for a memento, and maybe down the road she might pass it on to you, but I promised it to her. But I wanted to put it on the rig in general, because that's the way it was when I got it from her. So anyways, I was going to show you the paint real fast. You know, in that original photo, these paint, when they did metallic on the Datsuns, they were totally clear coated, but that clear coat did not hold up. So we buffed it really, really hard just to give it some color back and some shine, because it was majorly oxidized and the clear was burnt off of it. You can see here we burnt through some of the paint. Some of this was already worn off, obviously, but I think what they did from the factory, they had a base coat, then they put the metallic, and then they put a clear. And basically those paints just did not survive. I've had, one of my workers has a blue truck, same thing. And even on that one I sold on Bring a Trailer before, it did the same thing too, but it wasn't this color blue. But you can see this bleed through here overall. You know, it's just very original. Look at the grill, how nice that is. No cracks or anything like that. Very nice. The bumper is in great shape. We've been driving it around, so there's a little bug You know, most of the cars we actually like to drive them, and we like to put stuff back on the road. We did do a lot of mechanical stuff to it. I'll explain later as we go through this. You can see here some of the bleed through on the paint. This truck absolutely has no rust. You're going to be impressed when I show you the bed, since it had a canopy. The original stripes, you know, but they're definitely old. The only thing I did touch up here, this was all black because it had peeled off. I did paint this silver back in there, but that is the only modification, the paint, that I did to it in general. No rust bubbles in the rockers. Super clean. You can see that bleed. A couple little dings right there. The molding on the side was dealer installed. We did source some wheels, original wheels, and those are Datsun wheels, and original hubcaps. I put brand new tires on it. They're Milestar 195/75/14. That would have been the size when it was original. Just clean. Look at the gaskets, actually in pretty good shape. Original windshield, Nissan. One thing I didn't tell you about this truck, it is factory air conditioning. It does not work. The clutch is bad on the AC compressor, but this is a factory air conditioning truck, so pretty rare in general. Everything's on it, and you see the gutters are really clean. A couple little cracks in the rubber around here. The canopy, when it was on it, which you're going to get the canopy with the truck if you want it. You can see where it wore on the edge. There was a rubber gasket. Take a look at the bed down here. This side here has a little bit of crazing on the paint. She's never had it repainted or any touch-up. There is a little crazing on the paint here. I'm not 100% for sure why that is there, but the stripe is exactly the same. You know, maybe from the factory or something like that. They put another coat on top of here. I just don't know. I think it's original. You know, obviously it doesn't have perfect paint or anything like that, but I just want you to be aware of that just on the bed there. If you look inside here, this would have been the original color when it was new. You know, obviously this is the original now, but she had that canopy on there. I don't think anyone has probably seen a Datsun bed look like this, because they are single walled, so usually you'll see little dents all over the side. She actually, when she got it, put carpet and some plywood in here, and it just saved this thing. One little tiny ding right there, but look at that. I mean, the thing is just a time capsule. Very nice. Original mud flaps overall. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it around here for you so we can see it better in the light. Hey, just wanted to flip it around there, like I said. Just a nice old truck. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the lights real fast. You can see here the tail lights are on, blinkers, brake lights, and then we also got the reverse working it as well. I can't remember. Yep, there it is. You can see up there, that is working as well. You know, when I got it, it had a different bumper on it. I do not have the bumper and the old wheels and tires for it anymore, but from the factory they came just like this, no bumper. And this is the factory mount back here, so that was already on the truck. So when the guy bought it new, he had put the canopy, the bumper, the wheels and tires, so it was exactly the way he had it when he bought it in general, and she's kept it like that ever since. It does have another gas tank, you can see here. This isn't factory, so it does have dual tanks in it, and a lot of people converted that over. But you know, the bed is really nice, original paint on here, the original letters. Just take a look at the tailgate. Again, super nice. Look at this thing. in here. Well, just a total time capsule. Very, very neat overall. You can even see the gasket, this discoloration on the gasket that was on the canopy. If you look at this side, you know, a little gas had kind of eaten that off there a little bit, but you see the marker lights all work. You know, just in just nice shape. Original spot welds you can see here all the way across. You know, the same discoloration on this side. Little cracks in the rubber around the rear window. It looks actually pretty good. You know, no rust in the bottom of the doors. Like I said, I'll put it on my lift so you can see it underneath. It's just an amazing condition overall. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding of it in general. A little back history of the story. When I'm showing you the interior, I'm going to show you the receipts and everything and what I have for it. So we'll take a look at some more stuff. Okay, we're going to take a look at the interior real fast. I just wanted to show you how nice, look at the door, how nice that shuts. You know, these trucks I didn't mention as well, it's not badged like that, but all the KINGCABs were deluxe. So this one had bucket seats, console, wood grain wheel. You know, this is a deluxe truck, so super nice. When the guy bought it new at ABC Motors, it actually had all vinyl, you know, here in the inserts, and he didn't like that because he lived in Arizona obviously and it got hot, and he actually put another insert in it, and it had started to fail just a little bit, and I just didn't like it because it looked like a couch cushion from 1978, and it was starting to rip right here in the seat, which is really common. So if you remember in that other truck that I had, this is actually, that other truck was nice. This is actually a nicer truck overall, I believe, especially just some of the maintenance that we did to it. I put plaid in it instead of vinyl. I think it just looks great. Very nice. And I did replace this section here, and you can see how the graining is. I got as close as I could graining on there. So overall, it looks really good, and I love the plaid. And this is not a factory plaid for a Datsun. It is a Japanese plaid, though I think they actually use that in a late 70s Mazda of some sort. I got it from SMS Auto Fabrics, and they have a lot of NOS material. So, you know, look at the dash pad, really nice. You can see the dome light works up here. The headlight liner is perfect. No smoker. Door panels are really nice. Look at the original, you know, paint in here. You know, it'd be nice to repaint the truck, but I would hate to do it because it's so original. I kind of debated it in my mind, but you know, they can only be original once. If you look underneath the doors, super clean. You look at all the jams, all the original little spot welds. You know, the original tag, built in 6 of 78. You know, just super clean overall. The carpet is original, has some fading, and these are actually a clear matte that have been in it since new. You know, it does have 160, it says 69,000 miles, but it is 169,000 miles. I wanted to show you real quick here. She gave me these things, but this is really cool. Hopefully you can see this. This is the mileage all the way from 1986, and on the back side all the way to 2018 with 169,000 miles. I think in 86 she had 45,000 miles on it, and I don't know if she had kept records. Well, I know she did, she just doesn't have them on this sheet. But this is really cool in this notebook. Original pink slip from California, original title, even the envelope. You're gonna love this. Every registration. This is her bill of sale, actually, when she bought it, 5850. And it actually had 5850, 5,000 miles on it when she bought it as well. So it was just kind of a coincidence, but she paid 5,850 for it. But every registration all the way back to 1979 when she bought it, I have them all laid out in a picture for you guys in the auction. Here's a picture of it actually in 1980 in August, Sonora Pass, and a little note from her explaining it. Original owner's manual. You can see here, warranty card from ABC Motors, ABC Datsun. And actually when she bought it, there's the original owner, bought in February 2879. This date's off a little bit, but there's the miles, 5850. It's within 5 or 6 days, so that date is there. Dark blue 307. And you can see just different stuff. What I love here though is, look at the, I actually have the receipts from the original owner as well. There's about 5 or 6 there, but you know, look at, I mean, any Porsche owner would dream of their car having this, and this little Datsun had all this service work and cared for over the years. There's probably, I haven't counted them, there's probably 75 receipts here, I'm guessing. So that is really nice to have, all this documentation. You know, she did a great job of keeping everything in order and caring for this truck. That's just the EPA economy, 23 city and 30 miles on the highway. So super cool to have that. We'll go ahead and I'll just show you on the passenger side here. Sorry my video is going to be long, but they're always long. So I just want to show you what you're buying. You know, you can see that clear mat. You can see the carpet. It's actually in really good shape, but it just has a little bit of fade to it. Again, you know, the seat, same thing. You know, just had these redone, but this is the original material on this complete seat on the vinyl. We do have a spare tire for it as well, but back here behind the seat you can see the Craig speakers. You know, super clean. I'll go ahead and look in the glove box here real fast. Actually, I don't know what this tape is. I don't think it needs to be there. Something might have got re-glued, but there we go. That's why it needs to be there. I think that there was probably a, I can see this. It was like a hinge, but it's just a plastic hinge. And so some tape needs to go across there. It was really smooth on me, but it is what it is. So we'll actually put some black, probably duct tape across there and act as the hinge, because I can see exactly what it is. It's a molded piece of plastic, and it just, over time, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I think probably, I don't know if we did that or Judy did that. Maybe she'll be on the auction and she can tell us. But anyways, if you look here, the door jamb, really nice condition overall. So super clean. We'll go ahead and show you some more stuff. We're gonna go ahead and pop the hood. There's a lever underneath the dash. I'm trying to think. There we go. Got a little prop rod right here that lays across the front, and you just prop it up there. You know, again, it is factory AC. The clutch is actually frozen and not working, but the good thing is it's all there. You know, the original motor with the stamping on the side. Just really clean inside of here. You know, it has passed smog most of its life. Last time she ran it through smog was 2017. Doesn't mean it's going to pass today, but it does have the original carburetor and everything on it. You can see here the original tag. You know, looking inside. Just an amazing condition overall. Has not been hit. Nothing at all. You know, just really clean. We'll start it up here in a minute. You can see the catalyst sticker is still here. AC. You know, I know that this little light does work. I don't know why it's not working right now. I think I even took a picture of it on there. Does that little light, I can't remember, work something in the dash? Oh, there you go. You can see here. Now it works. I just couldn't remember. So we'll go ahead and start it up here for you. You know, it just runs fantastic. I mean, it just sounds like a little sewing machine. Rev it up a little bit. You know, it just sounds great. You know, we did take out the transmission. It had a oil pan leak, rear main, so we took out the transmission. And at the same time, the clutch wasn't bad, but it was a little worn. We put a new clutch, pressure plate, pilot, and throwout bearing, and new oil pan gasket stuff. Changed the oil, transmission fluid, new gear oil, new oil in the rear end and the differential. So we went through it. Brakes were all in pretty nice shape. So we bled the system. You can see here it's got a new master. You know, mechanically, just in really, really good shape. Drives like a top. So this is kind of the rig that you could fly in and drive it home, no problem at all. Original color code here, I think it's 307. It's a little worn, but it is actually in the owner's manual. So we'll go ahead and show you some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take it for a little spin real fast here, but I wanted to show you this little window channel here. It's broken right here. It's just a rubber piece here and a little crack there. The other side looks good, but anyways, we're going to take it for a little spin. Go ahead and start it up here. We'll have Keegan hold the camera. It's probably not so safe. I wanted to show you the brake light. You can see all the buzzer works. Lights in the dash work. You can see the oil in charge. So when I started, those automatically went out. Brake light's going to go out. And you can also see the blinkers are working real fast. And let's see the bright light. Can't see where that's in there. Oh, there it is. That little blue where it says beam, that's coming on and off. You know, the fuel tank gas works, tack is working. You know, everything seems to be working pretty good. We'll drive it down the street here real fast. You can see the radio. Works pretty good. It's got Pioneers in the back and Craig's in the back. I mean, Craig's in the back and Pioneers up front. Cigarette lighter works, and we'll just pull it down the road here. Horn works. One thing you'll notice here too is we're already driving it, but the fast and light seatbelt light comes on right up here. These are always broken, the little clips that hold that, so they aren't working. We'll go ahead and turn the wipers. You see here the wipers are working, and the you can hear the heater. And then that's the frost. Then you can also see, I don't know, that's not going to turn on because it's disconnected, but this is the AC unit here. Oh, actually there the fan turned on, but obviously the AC isn't going to work. So I think the way that works, I had that on, and I think it was just a little sticky. I thought I had that maybe the heat had to be off. So anyways, that was a little sticky. So we'll go ahead and drive it. You know, it does have a new clutch in it. It's actually got maybe 5 miles on it now. Factory 4-speed. You know, it's just a really nice truck to drive overall. Look at the steering wheel. No shake. You know, it's just floats right down the road. I'm gonna go ahead and lay on the brakes real fast. Nice and straight. No chatter or anything like that. So anyways, it just drives really nice. I like where I live now. I live way out here in the country, and so a lot of scenery and stuff, a lot of windy roads, and just fun. So sit back and enjoy, and we'll cruise around. Hey, we're going to take a look at the truck underneath real fast. You're always going to see the still photos still, but I like to get underneath them with a video and poke around at different things and, you know, show you what we did in general. So we'll just start here from the front to the back. Super, super clean. You know, just like I talked about on the outside, absolutely no rust. And you'll see here that this is very, very, very clean in general. You know, the brakes were already redone. You see photos of that. One thing that we did do, there was kind of a combination. Oil pan, rear main was leaking, and so we ended up pulling the transmission and replaced the clutch, pressure plate, and everything, and then we put a new oil pan gasket and rear main in it. And you can see here the date 5/19, and I just wrote clutch 69K, and that's what it says on the odometer right now. But otherwise, everything's really clean. Look at the frame rails. You know, obviously has not been hit or anything like that. You can see all the body mounts, you know, not rusty or issues. You can see behind the headlights. Very, very clean overall. You know, we did put new tires on it. You know, maybe I've got 15 miles on them. Original exhaust shield, all looks really clean. You can see the body mount. You know, again, no rust. Look at the rockers back here on both sides. Really nice, and one of the reasons why they are so clean, obviously it was in California, but see these drains? They're not clogged. So if you've got a classic car of any sort, make sure these aren't clogged, because you know it can just rust out the bottom of your rockers. Take a look at this rocker here real fast. Again, really, really clean. Body mount looks great. You know, look at the rocker again on this side. Very nice. Look behind the cab. You know, you see all the original spot welds. Everything. We'll take a look at the back of the cab on this side real fast. Really, really clean. Let's work ourselves back. You can see here the extra tank. You got 2 tanks. And again, you look at the bottom of the bed. You know, again, it's just really in nice condition overall. It had another bumper on it when we got it. I think I mentioned that before, but it had its original license plate mount there, so we took the bumper off obviously and Looks a lot better that way. So hopefully that gives you a good idea underneath. This 519 means we changed the gear oil, but hopefully that gives you a good idea underneath how clean it is. Just a nice old truck. If you've got questions, go ahead and make comments on Bring a Trailer. You can give me a call, you can email me, anything that would be helpful to you. So anyways, it is no reserve, and Top Bid is going to get it. Have a great time.